Parsave Productions back with the first semifinal of the Parsave Championships. This is the middle 9. If you haven't watched the front 9, go back and do that. You need to. We're playing at Kaposia Park, and we have a great group of disc golfers here with Cale Leiviska, Meintsma, T3J, and Patrick Christie. This is going to be a tight battle. You're going to want to pay attention. Myself, Kroll here.
With Sahr.
And we're starting off on hole 10. This is a very tricky hole, listed at 380 feet or so. And you just want the disc to go straight. If it doesn't, you get into a lot of trouble real quick. Looked like Timmy's going to be off on the right side of the fairway. If he's into the woods more than 5 feet, it's going to be a difficult up and down.
Yeah, this hole, I really like the forehand a lot better on this than the backhand. It's so tricky. And as I say that, Noah makes it look very easy. Wow. That might have even just been like a rock or something. Yeah.
That was a very nice shot. It's tough to get a mid all the way there, but I think the flight path needs to be a mid if it wants to throw the right. If you want to throw the right flight path as a right-hand backhand player. Cale with his baby blue M4. This thing likes to flip up. He's had this in his bag for years, probably since Prodigy started back in 2012.
What a late flip on that disc. Yeah. I thought he sawed it off to the left.
He's going to have about 30, 35 feet, similar to Noah. And I believe this is a fairly stable disc, this M Model S. We'll have to see what Patrick can do with it. And him and Timmy are going to probably be in similar spots. I don't know if he'll be quite as bad as Timmy, though, here. This looks like his M4, I think, again. You call it a tomahawk shot, but it almost looks more like a Scooby to me, the way this thing's going to fly.
Yeah.
Probably more like a Scoob.
Such a flippy disc on that angle. It's going to turn really fast.
Yeah, he's going to throw it up a little bit of an angle. Hopefully it holds right here. Oh, my gosh.
Upside down, sliding to the basket.
Wow, that ended up being like a Scooby the way he threw that.
Missed those trees. Yeah, Pat, great shot.
Yeah, he was just on the edge of the fairway. It wasn't quite as difficult of a shot as T3J had. That looked left out of his hand, but he'll take that.
I think Noah has the best action when he putts. Like his body kind of like moves a little bit. He has like a little dance, before it drops into the basket every time.
Yeah, so he's getting anxious if it's going to go in or not.
Yeah.
But he's got that up and down putt, which catches really nice on baskets, regardless of which basket you're playing on.
Yep.
Cale, he knows how nervous these baskets can make you when you're putting.
Great save from Pat and, of course, T3J here. But
yeah,
very solid twos on this hole.
Yes, couple twos, couple threes, and that is a pro-level hole right there for these guys.
Yeah, this is one of the signature holes, in my opinion, on the course. I think it just plays so fair. Just such a good fairway. You can just see Noah's perfect form.
Yeah. Again, this is going to be a tight battle. Really fun to watch.
All right, and this hole is it's a tough one. 462 feet. You just want to play a big hyzer. Noah barely misses that pole. That's not a bad spot, but he may have gotten a little deep, a little pinched off. You want to be a little short of that, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's going to be tricky. He played a little too far wide. If you're getting close to those telephone poles, you probably went too far right. Here's Cale, I believe, throwing like a D model OS or something. Just get a nice little skip over there. There's a big puddle.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm glad he missed the lake there.
And this is a very difficult hole for a forehand player. Although it might give him a chance to get a little bit more distance than you can with the backhand, trying to enter that late tunnel that you have to hit. But at 462 feet, this is no joke.
Oh, wow.
That thing is just holding.
That has the same flight as a backhand.
Oh my gosh.
He just parked it with a forehand.
I think the best shot I've ever seen before this was maybe at those rocks or right before him.
Yeah, that is the best shot I have ever seen on this hole. And not to discredit, like, Pat here, like, that's also an amazing shot.
This is going to be a great shot.
Yeah.
And that's chump change compared to what T3J just did.
Oh my goodness.
And that's where a typical good shot gets to, get to about 50, 60 feet. It's kind of one of those tweener par 3, par 4s. But, I mean, you see Timmy's disc right there, 10 feet. And that's probably about as good as Noah could have got from where he was. Let's see, he was able to get a forehand skip in there. Oh my gosh.
If that, man.
Just needed maybe an inch or two left and it would have stuck for sure. Yep. Again, Noah with that drop putt. It's hard for those to spit when they're dropping in the center of the basket. Cale, borrowing a putter. I don't even need your mini. Let me borrow a putter quick.
Oh, I think that's he's reminiscing his Innova days there.
He never got to be Innova, so maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
He wanted to just feel Innova disc and throw it in for tournament's sake.
You know, I'm a little biased on the Innova stuff, so you know.
And Timmy, that was unimpressive too. I'm gonna call it an eagle because this hole plays like a par 4.
Yeah, and Pat's drive also was the best I've ever seen, except for T3J. Like both of those shots were astounding, to say the least.
Yes, and that puts T3J right up in a tie with Cale and Noah here now. Again, these guys just keep battling. Hopefully Pat doesn't fall too far behind. It's hard to make up strokes later in the course here. And brings us to hole 12, 294 feet. This is a perfect mid-range hole, I feel like, for these pros. Again, nice straight tunnel. You can get a little left, get a little right, but there's a few trees to hit if you do that. That looked like he slipped a little bit. Another great kick, Timmy. He must have been hugging some trees this morning.
Yeah. Wow, even that backstop, too, got him as well. It would have been 15 more feet further back, but that backstop is really nice to have there.
I feel like he's been pumping that M4 on good lines. Noah just a little too high, maybe 6 inches to a foot high. And I know Cale likes that blue M4 for the shot again.
I know that's flipping this
time.
Get
off that tree.
Oh, thank
yeah.
you. That I just hit that shot.
Very identical.
Yeah, it almost looked exactly like he threw at downhill hole 10. And I think this is a 750 PA3, I'm pretty sure, which has a lot of glide. I got one of these myself in the bag.
Wow, great grouping.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Noah trying to throw it in. You don't want no pars. Kraig with a little dodge there.
Yeah, good move, Kraig. Yeah, Cale.
Yes, sir.
Boy, they're all going to have the exact same putt. Kind of just like a game of horse here.
Mm-hmm.
Cale goes first.
Noah's is for par, though. Solid.
All right, T3J, don't get an H. Yeah, and you know, you may be wondering why there's no drone flyovers as well. Starting off on the holes, it's because Kaposia Park's actually a no-fly zone. So there won't be any drone flyovers to respect that. But you get a really good view of the holes, you know, with these guys just...
Timmy just squeaking one in there.
You can see his face. But yeah, as I was saying, these guys just peering these lines. You get such a good idea of how the shot shapes and everything at Kaposia Park here.
Yes, I agree. It is unfortunate. It's always nice to have those flyovers. They do look nice, but just no way of getting that done here. Cale's perfect form there. I don't know if he has a hug face or not.
Yeah, he's easy. I've never really seen Cale's hug face. I know Patrick's got a pretty good one, but a little bit of movement there, but still a tight race with a lot of holes left. This is hole 13 here, 241 feet. It plays dead straight. That's turned over a little bit. Great kick, though, to keep him in the middle.
It's dead straight, but it feels very tight. You have that leaning tree on the left that he just hit, and that line of trees on the right at the end of the flight. You're trying to flip one up. It's just easy to run it right into those last few trees on the right. And you got the little uphill, so the hole is blind from the tee, and then it runs downhill pretty quick once you get to the basket. And Pat's been throwing this, I think between this and that M model, that green one, he's been throwing these 2 discs on almost every hole. And oh my gosh.
You gotta get some luck.
He went from dead to a putt. I mean, that thing would have been a very tough up and down to actually putting. We've seen a few good kicks today off these trees. And this is a perfect Nova shot for Noah. Right in his wheelhouse.
I like Noah's follow through as well. He gets that back leg up, which, you know, a lot of times doesn't happen with newer players. He really commits to his shot, and as you can see there, worked out perfectly.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of the same way on his putt too. I feel like that's why he gets so much height and extension. He's just trying to get that extra little bit on the disc. Timmy giving it a half bid here.
Pretty fast green with the wood chips, but should be right in his roundhouse. It'd be a good view of his rhino there.
Cale, this is a tough jumper for me to want to run with my disc wanting to fall right to left. Gets downhill very quick, can easily be a 20 to 30 foot comeback putt. That's if it doesn't roll. Got a little bit of an action down by that root, probably about 20 feet back. Pat trying to get back in the game here.
Yeah.
Solid. Yeah, I think he needed that with where everybody else is at in the round.
Oh, what a cool angle.
Yeah.
Right past those flowers there. Yeah, that's a good one to get there, Pat. No emotion, just very even keel. He knows he picked up a stroke.
Yep, solid putt from Noah on his birdie attempt. Hear the birds chirping. This is a really fun course. You feel like you're in nature here.
And, you know, the good thing about these morning rounds is that it's just dead calm. You know, I really do enjoy these morning rounds. You might get a little bit to do on the disc, but don't really have a lot of wind to be affected. And get to hear the birds all the time.
Yes, and usually a lot less traffic as well, too. Less players out in the morning. Cale, solid comeback putt.
A little bit of a huck face there.
Yep, holding that follow through. And again, Pat needing that birdie to stay with the group. Noah catch it back up to Cale and T3J. Again, only 2 of these guys will move on to the finals round at BRP. Here we have hole 14, 424 feet. This is kind of another one of those tweener par 3, par 4s. You can definitely get there all the way, but typically most people are ending up about 150 to 200 feet short and just trying to get their upshot in there for their easy 3. Pat might have a difficult upshot from being on the left side of the fairway. These guys are getting aggressive, though. I think the play is more to throw straight that gap where you got kicked to there, and then let this finish hard and give yourself an easy 100-foot or less, where I feel like these guys are really trying to push that inside lane and get all the way to the hole, which is definitely there.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised to see them take that inside gap. I'm not sure, intended or not intended, but that outside gap, even I've seen people play right of this lighter tree here and just throw something stable to get an easy up and down for a 3.
That really used to be the play. There used to be a couple more trees in the way, and everybody would go right to left. Right of that lighter tree there. And Timmy kind of ended up where Patrick was. Should still be able to get up and down from there. I think Cale will play it more traditional shot here. Yep, going wide between those trees and just hyzering in for an easy up and down.
Yeah, it kind of plays as a tunnel shot on this upshot here. And I kind of like Cale's approach a little bit better. He might have a backhand turnover. I would say forehand personally, but kind of as Noah's doing here.
Yeah, he's got about circle edge putt there.
This looks to be a bit obstructed for T3J, but he's got that breeze, and he can make things happen with this disc.
I feel like you can get a little bit more action out of your disc throwing forehand, too. You can get your little angles left and right a little bit more. And that was a pretty shot. Oh, come on, Jared. I'm just kidding. Jared's one of the Northerners. He's really good friends with Patrick, really nice guy. We just got done having a fun tournament up in Buell, Minnesota on the Iron Range. That was just a gorgeous course.
Yeah, I met Jared for the first time actually at the Majestic this year, and what an awesome guy. Huge shout out to Jared. So cool. Love hanging out with that guy.
Yeah, he was super jacked this last weekend. He shot one of his best rounds out there on the Buell course.
Heck yeah.
Noah, this is a big putt here. Oh. It seriously looks like he just throws it up and hopes and prays, but we all know that's not the case.
Yeah.
He's got that thing dialed.
Cale didn't like that tree very much. You know, he had to hit it a little bit, but...
Yeah. See if anybody's home. Knock, knock.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think these guys are all going to be getting their threes, which is kind of what you expect coming up to this hole.
Yeah, you know, and that upshot can be a bit tricky because you can kind of see near the other camera guy there, Joey. It's a little guarded there, and you do hit those early trees like Noah did, but you know, Noah being the great putter that he is, capitalized on the birdie.
It's a little flop action on that hat when he's throwing. It's kind of funny. Yeah, a bunch of threes there from these guys, making the hole look pretty easy when you can get in a lot of trouble pretty quick.
Yeah, this hole here, hole 15, you know, plays 336. You really want to hug that gap. You want to hug that far side force that you can see there, as Pat does just that.
Yeah, you really want to push that right side as a right-hand backhand player because you're just going to fall back left. And you need the disc to stay out to the right a little bit. Obviously, you don't want to turn it over, so it's always that fine mix between a straight shot with a little bit of hyzer versus turning one over. And Noah pushing that inside gap, and he hit those trees and get into a lot of trouble real quick.
Yeah, you could tell he threw it on so much hyzer. He wanted that to flip up a little bit more as T3J sets up a sidearm.
And I think this hole definitely plays better for a sidearm if you're trying to get all the way there. But you can get in a lot more trouble throwing sidearm too. And he might have got a good kick there. That thing was going to be really bad.
That was fortunate for T3J there because he looked like he was about to hyzer into those woods. But Cale yanks it a little bit.
Yeah, it looked a little grip lock. You can see his action didn't look like the normal Cale follow through there. This is Noah way left of the fairway. Looked like he got kicked pretty hard there. You don't give up easy, though. Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
He actually gave himself a putt.
Yeah, that is so impressive. His sidearm scramble game is some of the best in the game. It truly is. It's so cool to see Noah do those shots. And I know he's even got a sidearm roller in the bag, too, that he can pull out.
Yep, and here's Timmy on the left side of the fairway as well. Not quite as deep as Noah, and a little bit further up the fairway as well, too, after he got kicked from the right side. And he'll have a little bit of a tester left for his par. Cale, a little gap here you can see. Just a little spinner. And same thing about that kind of 30, 35-foot range. Is he going to do it again? Do it again. Oh, come on, do the horseshoe putt.
He's thinking about it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you want to do the horseshoe putt.
Gosh, I could just never even imagine bringing the putter to my right hip.
He's not doing it. He just went high right instead. I think he would have hit it if he would have went the short horseshoe putt for sure.
I think so, too. Yeah, he's been consistent with that thing. Pat kind of tunneled up as well. I think he might try to hyzer around this tree, though.
This would be an awesome birdie if he can get this. Just front cage. Yeah, it definitely wasn't a clean look for him.
All right, Cale.
You could see him hang on to that a little, but he had just the right speed on it. It was good.
Yeah, I was surprised his putt hyzered that much. I thought he yanked it right out of his hand, but
And just good weight on it.
yeah.
And Timmy trying to save his par. Again, these are all testers for these guys. Yep. Yep. Again, really good weight on his putt. Even if it hits a little left, it's still going to fall in, but he was pretty center there.
Noah supporting his card mates as usual. Let's go, Pat.
Yep. Even on the one where he gets a 4, he's still cheering on the other guys. Hey, too soon. KO with that Jordan tongue. And we got a tight battle here still, guys. Again, make sure you continue to tune in as we're reaching into hole 6. Slight uphill hole is right along the end of the last hole. So actually there's a chance you can go right over the basket if you have an errant shot. And then the hill goes really downhill left of this tree line. And if Pat would have hit any of those trees and kicked left, you would have been worried. But he's sitting there, 30-foot putt, perfect. It's listed at 249, probably plays close to 280.
Yeah, I kind of like. There's a bit of a bailout zone on the right-hand side here.
Oh, Timmy needs some help. I'd call that a little bit of help.
Yeah, I heard him say, "There you go."
Yep.
Talking to the disc.
He's pin height, probably 20 feet. May have to get down on a knee or something with the limbs there.
Looks like Cale forgot his. Oh, nope, he's got it. He's got it.
Or if it's starting to rain a little or something, he's trying to keep it out of the weather. I think this is the shot. Slightly overstable mid. Rip on it, let it fall back at the hole. Unless you throw too long.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. That those trees are right by the basket, and you can have an angle where you are gonna have a tough putt going at it.
Yep. I think this is just Noah's Nova again. He's gonna follow Cale. Actually, I think that might be his rock. He has a purple rock.
Yeah, both great shots.
Mm-hmm. Pat's hit there a couple times on these uphill putts.
Yeah, he knew it out of his hand as well. Oh no!
It's hard to tell exactly where that hit. Oh, I guess we'll be able to tell. Straight through. I mean, it was a little high right, but that was straight through the chains.
Yeah, that they call that the mock pocket.
That is the mock pocket.
Mm-hmm. T3J a little uphill. Oh.
Gets high, but he's center putt. Yeah, don't tell nobody.
Yeah, good birdie from Noah as well.
Yeah, Cale is not happy. We've all been excited to get new baskets at Kaposia. It's just such an iconic course, and to have to deal with putts like that, I still think Pat's was worse earlier. That was just pretty center putt. And Timmy puffed those cheeks out. And Timmy taking the lead here.
Yeah, a little bit of action.
A little more than halfway through the round, and he's looking strong.
This one, hole 17 here, 229 feet. It is downhill. It plays more like 180.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
And that gets really ugly really quick. It's like a big side hill. The fact that it's probably wet there as well, too. We've seen some puddles. It's probably going to be like a mudslide on that side.
Yeah, and this green plays so fast as well.
Noah going over the branch.
Yeah. There's that slide, you really have to land before this, before the basket there, because it slides a lot on this hole.
I might take it back. That's got to be one of his AVRs if he's throwing it on this hole. And Cale hit the branch that Noah went over. I think that's what makes this hole tricky, is those few branches that create your ceiling.
Yep.
So you got to throw downhill, but you don't want to end up short in this very short hole.
This is a new disc out of Pat's bag here.
He's still been throwing that same one. It throws too good. You got to just keep using it.
Yeah, that's a good spot to be.
Yep. Tester range, 25, 30 feet, but you're down there on the green. That's all you want. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, it really is a ravine down in there, and I can't imagine the footing being too good at where he is right now as well.
Yep, and I'd say being a forehand player in the situation is going to be in his benefit for sure. Great up and down there. He's going to give himself a 20-foot putt or so. Okay, after fluffing the tree a little, he's probably just outside the circle. That's what he's really been working on this year. And he decided not to jump it. Maybe he was just inside.
Oh,
Just missing right there by Noah.
Pat definitely wanting this birdie now after seeing those guys par.
Yes.
Great putt.
He's had a couple hit that right side and not stick, so it's nice to get that one to go in.
We can see him bend just a little bit.
Yeah, he wanted it. If you're not leaning the direction your disc needs to go, do you really care?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you really want it that bad then if you're not doing that? And that's the kind of stuff right there that makes Noah a true professional. You know, you give that first putt a try, and you're not afraid of that 20, 25-foot comeback putt.
Yeah, he just has such good speed control as well on his putt.
Timmy, he's been solid from that 15 to 20-foot range. And Cale got that roll back. Not fun. He's probably expecting that to spit out too there with how he's feeling right now. That's a sweet shot there of Timmy.
Yeah. Really cool angle there.
Yeah, Parsave has been doing some great work this year. Pat, with that birdie, is climbing back into this thing. He's slowly but surely making his way.
A one stroke difference between, moving on. It's getting close.
Yep, and at 262 feet, this hole seems pretty easy, but that left side cart path, I believe that end over will be OB, which can make this hole very, very tricky. I don't even really try to park this hole. I just try to get myself something that's safe. And I think this creek we usually play is casual, and he went about 30, 40 long.
Yeah, he really played that sidewalk on the left there.
Yep. And Timmy with a great line here. Oh. Just short. Again, that casual creek there. He should have a pretty easy tap in, I feel like. Maybe 20 feet.
Yeah, he'll get that meter in and get him closer. Oh, no.
Yeah, go in.
Go in, he says. Maybe it would have gone in without the tree.
Yeah, no kidding. He had a lot of spin and speed on that. Those leaves, they didn't do anything.
Yeah, to keep that thing going. Cale knows he needs this one here.
Uh-oh.
And looks like he is out of bounds. He's probably going to have about 40 feet at least on his comeback putt, it looked like.
There's
Great
the jumper.
Comeback putt. That was awesome. And it's nice to see one go in after missing a couple in a row there.
Yeah, what a great save by Cale.
Yep. Pat must have been just outside the circle. Almost got it. Yeah, that tree branch pushed him off. And as Noah and Timmy are tapping in here, just want to give a big shout out to our sponsors again. League Safe, OTP Disc, Gotta Go, Gotta Throw, Prodigy Disc. Again, we appreciate all you guys making this possible for the coverage. And is Timmy going to get his foot wet, or what's he going to do here?
He's thinking about it.
And again, Treasures of the Forest as well too. They've been Matt Syme as a company that he is getting his foot wet. It looks like he makes minis out of pieces of nature, wood, leaves, and then puts them in resin, and they come out very, very pretty. So check him out, Treasures of the Forest as well. He's balancing.
His ankle in the wall.
And he's got a wet foot now, too.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you can see, again, that's casual. So he would have to go across the other side of the creek, and the branches probably would have gotten in his way, would have made the putt a lot tougher. So he just sacrificed the wet foot.
Wow.
Yeah, Timmy. Yeah, and we're finishing up here the middle 9 of the first semifinal of the Parsay production. Again, appreciate it, guys. It's got a good battle. 10-9, 8-7. Better show up for the back 9.
Yeah, no kidding. It's 2 strokes separate people from moving on here. Anything could happen in this back 9. Definitely tune in next time.
Signing off. Thanks for joining, guys.
Thank you.